So this is day 2 NFT London event. The door is opened. Oh, I think I might be lucky to get in without queuing. So let's see what happens today.
And it was important for me to come here and talk to you all about this extraordinary moment, a new way to celebrate art, to
kind of geeky, weird Ethereum world, there's something called wallet. Does everyone have wallet? Yeah, good. And what's your wallet address? Like mine is like 0. So this is something called
Crypto funk.
sorry? Is that Buster Punk something? Someone get it. So I just put it. And also, you can put it to your much announced that now we gonna create a DAO and we are looking for delegates. And I'm done ETH then, so hopefully she can delegate to someone. Yeah, so that's Parker page.
Is this way? Okay. Hi, my name is Malia Abdi. I'm an artist, and my project is called Women Rise. It's kind of an extension of what I've been doing for the past 9 years as an artist, as an author, as an activist in the field of women's rights and girls' education and mental health. And BIPOC representation, so that's Black, Indigenous, and people of color communities representation. And yeah, Women Rise is a collection of 10,000 NFTs that's celebrating and representing women artists, scientists, activists, coders, and so many other fields that women are, killing it in.
I'm happy, I'm good.
She's talking about not having bots and board aid.
That's why I'm bullish, because I'm like, there's got to be another one of those projects, right? I think they're here. I think they're all of these projects are.
yeah.
Right.
Everybody would have the same experience as me. I know there is an issue. We do need more women in the space, but I don't know if it's just a case of, opening the doors, because I think they are open. I think it's how do we get women interested? How do we get, more diversity in the space? And
So how do we not make the same mistakes that we've made in Web 2.0?
Exactly.
So I think it's like it's not just a responsibility of the women in the space. Every single woman that I've spoken to in the space, they want to bring more women into the space, because I think we know how difficult it is to get into the space, and now that we have kind of opened the door, we don't want the door to shut. And I want to collaborate with other women in the space as well, that I think NFT is not just limited to financial freedom. And I think we also should focus on the fact that there's a lot of money here, and money also means power. So people understand that NFTs, crypto, blockchain, it's a radical tool in our hand that can really advance human rights. Like, for example, yesterday I have had this idea for a while, but yesterday I tweeted it out and I was like, I really want to build a school in the metaverse, the first school in the metaverse, for the 129 million girls who are out of school. So them to not deal with anyone and just get their education. So that's the kind of thing, that we're building here. That's what we are. That's what we have in our hands right now. So we shouldn't make the same mistakes that we did in Web 2.0. And if we do that for the most marginalized, it will benefit us as well. So it's not just about them. It's also about think selfishly as well, that it's gonna benefit you too. So yeah.
but we're using old tools. And so what Frag Color is doing, essentially, is taking the idea of an NFT to essentially to an element of a fragment of the atoms, the little elements of the metaverse. So it's not like you would have one NFT that you can input in the game. It's the idea that each creator can contribute to an element or an asset within a game that can be interoperable across many different systems. So, for example, where you have the Unreal Engine, but it's not really built for distributed network systems. And what Frag Color is building right now are essentially the tools for people to build blockchain games, but native for the ecosystem.
Brings another layer that could be really interesting for two things. One, for crowdfunding, in a sense. So what you see out there is that people are launching first the avatars or the lands, and then the games are developed on top of that. So, but in essence, that's not just crowdfunding. That's also involving the community that is going to be part of the game and play the game. So in terms of that characteristic, I think that's the most important part, to be honest, is like how an asset can be used by some developers in the game, but that asset can be used by other game developers in another game, completely different game. And
one of the challenges is what we're doing? What is the metaverse? Like, I mean, this is the biggest question, right? And for us, it's right now, from what our experience, the team's experience, it's a shared experience, and it could be gamified, it can be an art gallery, and this is very interesting. All of this, first time I've seen this kind of thing where you have monitors. I actually went into an art gallery and asked them, have they heard of NFTs? And the girl in there, she's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, you better learn quickly, because this is and we have a reflection of this kind of environment in. But yeah, that's kind of what it means for me right now. But I'm very much in favor of letting the community, let the world define what the metaverse is.
yeah, just to add on.
The other thing is, like, even if there's no terms and conditions, I think respecting the wishes of the artist is something maybe would be a decent thing to do.
If I can add something to that, like just recently we have seen like a.
Thank you very much for the panel. I think it was really very interesting, even though usually this is a little bit of a difficult topic because it's not so colorful, but I think we've managed to make it a little bit more colorful. If you have any artwork and you're not sure, there are deals to be made today. So thank you very much for your patience.